Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, all I wanted to do was go summer book shopping and have a full summer bookish day, so I'm gonna bring you guys with me. We're gonna go to the library, we're gonna go buy some books, we're gonna read outdoors, maybe watch the sunset. We're just gonna have the best bookish day, so I hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe to see more bookish content from me, and let's get into it. Alright, so we are starting off this vlog with a summery rose lavender matcha that I just made. That is really good and very summery. First, I need to go to the library to pick up a summer romance that I put on hold, which I'm kind of nervous about reading, and I will explain why once I pick it up and I have the book in my hands. Then we're gonna go book shopping because there are some summer books that I really want to get, and I've been waiting to go and do it. I've been trying to get through some of my other books first, and now is a good time to actually go and buy these books, so we're gonna do that today. And then I really want to read outdoors somewhere. It is quite hot outside. I don't know how long I'll be able to read outside for, but yeah, let's just see where this summery day takes us. So from where I live, it's actually a short walk to the library, so I decided to just walk there and enjoy the sun with my summery drink. When I got to the library, I didn't really look around much at all. I basically went straight to pick up my hold, which as you can see is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. And then it was time to go to Barnes & Noble. I had to go book shopping. We just had to do the summer thing, get all my summer reads in, and that's what I really love to do on a nice summery day. It's like perfect going to Barnes & Noble's. I made my way all the way to the top floor because that's where all of the fiction, romance, and thriller is. Everything's up there, so that's where I went, and they had tons of cute display tables for summer. The romance section in my bookstore got updated, and now it's like this massive circular area where you're just surrounded by books, and they had so many amazing options to choose from. I did already have some that were specifically on my list that I wanted to get, but I was browsing anyway because you just never know what you're gonna find when you're there. And they had Ali Hazelwood's new book, which was really exciting, and they just look gorgeous. And then I decided to have a look at the horror section, mainly because I am a horror and thriller girly. I really do love those. But I decided to go with thriller. I feel like horror is sometimes a little bit intense in a book, so I decided to have a look at the thriller section because I just love a good summer thriller. There's something so good about having a thrilling story happen at the beach or like by the pool or at a resort. Something where it's like a summery setting, but it really is like some thriller thing going on. It's just so entertaining in the summer. It's like one of my favorite genres to read in the summer. At this point, I was basically going back and forth between the romance and the thriller section, trying to decide which books I wanted to get instead of carrying them all in one go. And then here are a few romances that I didn't get, but I'm still really curious about, and I do want to read them in the future. And then it was finally time to pick up all the books that I was planning on getting and stacking them one by one in my arms until I couldn't carry anymore. Once I was done with Barnes, I decided to go outside and read. There was a nice little coffee table, and so I brought my book, Yours Truly, which is my current read. I was actually really close to finishing the book in this sitting, but I started to get a little bit hot, so I decided to leave a little early. But it was so fun to just sit outside and really soak up the warm weather, especially with the scenery and the breeze. It was just so nice to be outside. Also, if you have not read Yours Truly, you really need to. Like, read Part of Your World and then read Yours Truly so you understand how amazing this book is, because I cannot stop talking about it. Once I was close to finishing the book, I decided to leave the rest until the end of the day, that way I could read it in front of the sunset. And then I just walked back to my apartment. Okay, it's a little bit later in the day and I loved reading outside. That was so great. That was exactly what I needed. I'm not done with my book yet, but I am gonna go and finish it in the sunset. I feel like that would be really cute and I get a pretty good view of the sunset from my building, so I'm gonna go and do that in a minute. But first I just want to go through my library book and also all of the books that I bought at Barnes. So first, the library book is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. So I read her first book, Every Summer After, and that was an okay read. It was just 3 stars. It gave me the summery vibe I wanted, but I really didn't like the plot and how it ended. There was a trope in there that I didn't really like and it didn't really make sense. And she had a second book that came out last year called Meet Me at the Lake, and apparently it also had the main character doing something similar. So I never read that one. I was planning to and then I just ended up not doing it. But a lot of people have been saying they really like this one. This is like their favorite of hers. So I thought I would just get it and just try it out. It's her best friend's brother, and basically she meets the brother without knowing who he is, has like a good time with him, and then she finds out that it's her best friend's brother, and her best friend's rule is don't ever date my brother. And then over a series of summers they keep seeing each other, and I guess that's where the relationship takes off. At least I think that's what the plot is, so it sounds interesting, but I thought I'd get it from the library because I don't want to have to commit to buying it if I'm not going to end up liking it, because that's what I did with Every Summer After. So yeah, that's my library pick. And then all of the books I got at Barnes. I did kind of go a little bit crazier than I meant to, but it's okay. I'm probably not going to buy any more books for a while, so I think I got a good fix in with this haul. So the first book I picked up is My Favorite Half Night Stand by Christina Lauren. I do have another Christina Lauren book that I have not read yet, The Soulmate Equation, but it just sounds so sciencey, and I am a science major, but I don't want to read that. This just sounded more like summery and just exactly what I'm looking for the summer. I read The Unhoneymooners by them last year and it was cute. It was fun for the summer, a little silly, and so I thought I would try and get the same kind of vibe from this one, hopefully. It's about this girl named Millie. She has to go to this gala event with her friends and they all make a pact to just find someone online through a dating service. But then Millie and one of her guy friends hook up and then they decide, let's just forget about it and let's just stay friends. And then Millie tries to online date, but she's not really finding any luck, so she creates a fictional online person who ends up talking to the guy that she slept with. And so it just sounds really messy and funny, so I thought this one would be cute. The next book I got is The Swell by Ali Reynolds. I have been wanting to read this book for so long. Like, I remember when it came out in a hardcover and I just didn't want to pay the hardcover price, so I was waiting for a while. And then it's been out in paperback for a while, but I just haven't picked it up yet, and I thought it'd be perfect for the summer. So this is about a surfer, Kenna, who swore off surfing after her boyfriend tragically died. But her best friend is getting engaged to a man that is part of a group of surfers, and so they go on a trip to Australia, but apparently the groom and all his friends are very secretive about their surfing, and apparently they do extreme things for the next thrill. And then there are mysterious deaths and disappearances, and she has to figure out her way among these surfers. So it just sounds really weird and strange, and I love that kind of vibe for the summer. I just need a thriller where everyone's just weird and it's located at the beach or the pool in some way, and that's what this sounds like, so I'm excited for this one. Okay, another thriller that I got is I Told You This Would Happen by Elaine Murphy. When I read the back of this book, I was so intrigued. This girl named Carrie loses her sister Becca to an unknown serial killer, but Carrie is the serial killer. Like, I could be wrong, but the description makes it sound as if she killed her sister, but some living victim has something that incriminates her in the disappearance, and so now she has to do everything to keep her secrets hidden and buried, and that just sounds really fun. I feel like normally when you read thrillers, the main character is a good person and they're the victim being scammed or hurt or murdered by someone, but this one, she sounds like the bad guy. She killed her sister and she's keeping secrets, and I want to know why she killed her sister, so I thought this would be a really fun read for the summer. Okay, next I got Drunk on Love by Jasmine Guillory. I have been wanting to read this book for like a few years now. I remember seeing on Amazon and being interested in the story and then never getting around to buying it, and I got it specifically for a different video that I'm filming, so I'm really excited about this one. This is about a girl named Margot, and she runs a winery in Napa Valley with with her brother, and she ends up meeting this guy named Luke and having a one-night stand with him. But the next morning, Luke is the newest hire at the winery. So basically it's just like a workplace romance at a winery in Napa Valley, and that just sounds so fun and beautiful, and I heard really good reviews of this one. Okay, the next book I picked up is 7 Summers by Paige Toon. This book, I literally didn't even read the back. I just saw someone say that this was a really emotional summery romance, and I was immediately like, I'm buying that. I need to read that. So this is about Liv and Finn. They met 6 summers ago on the Cornish coastline, and they had a night of passion that ends in a devastating tragedy. Finn lives in LA, Liv lives in Cornwall, and they make a promise that Finn will return every year, and as long as they're both single, they will spend the summer together. But this summer, Liv meets a new guy named Tom, and she starts having a great relationship with him, and she doesn't want to feel heartbroken every time autumn comes around. But it also says that there is a shocking reason why Tom has left home, and that she needs to find a way to trust her heart. So it sounds like a love triangle, there's a tragedy involved, and I'm guessing we're going to be reading through 6 different summers, all the times they meet. At least I think so. And it just sounds so interesting, and I love a good emotional story. So obviously I bought this one immediately. Okay, the next book I got is Love Interest by Claire Gilmore. So I also bought this book for another video that I'm filming, but the main reason I wanted to get this is because Haley Pham was hyping this up as a 5-star read, and I am curious. Anytime I see a booktuber hype up something and give it 5 stars, I automatically want to read it, so I thought I'd get this one. So this is about Casey. She's 24 years old and she's a finance expert in New York, and she wants to go for the project manager position, but instead it is passed to the board chairman's son. The board chairman's son is named Alex, and everyone loves him except for her, but they're working on the same project together, and they both discover something about the company that changes everything, including the dreams that they're both chasing. So that sounds interesting. Another workplace romance. I've read a couple workplace romances and I don't mind them, but Haley said it was 5 stars, so I want to find out for myself what I think of this one. And then the last book I got is Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I still have 2 other books by her that I have not read yet. I've got Love Theoretically and Check and Mate, but this is her new book and it's the Barnes & Noble's exclusive edition, so what do you expect me to do? Of course I bought it. Also, look at this artwork in the front. Is that not gorgeous? And honestly, the main reason I rushed to buy this book is because I've heard that this is her spiciest book yet. I wouldn't say I'm a huge spice lover, but I really do like spice if it's done well with a story, and I just keep seeing mixed reviews on this one, and so I might read this before her other 2 books that I haven't read yet because I'm just so curious. And it's also a gorgeous cover and it's pink, so obviously I got this one. But yeah, so those are all the books I got at my summer haul today. I'm very happy with this stack. This is like a good summer stack, and I'm so excited to get through all of these. But anyway, the sun is about to set, so I am going to get going to the rooftop and enjoy the end of my book watching the summer sunset. Finishing Yours Truly in front of the sunset was such a magical summery experience, and I cannot recommend it enough. It's one of the best ways to finish a book, reading it at sunset, and so I highly recommend. If you made it all the way to the end of my video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!